Welcome to I Podcast That 2.0. Why 2.0? That's the title of this episode. Actually, it's 2.0. What? But we're going to revamp the I Podcast That podcast, naming it I Podcast That 2.0. We're moving the hosting company. I Podcast That slowly going to go away. And why? Why we are doing this is RSS 2.0. It's going to allow for so many new features with podcast players. And we are doing this so we can learn that process, so we can share that information with you. Not only that information, but information about podcasting. I'dPodcastThat.com, the community for podcasters. I took down all the paid courses. We're not going to do paid courses there. What we're going to do is take all that information, create bite-sized episodes for you Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday will be for paid subscribers on our Substack newsletter called A Podcaster's Newsletter. Friday is going to be free to the world, open to the public, geared for RSS 2.0 podcast players. It's quite the undertaking. You know, when tech companies roll out new things, the documentation's not all great. Then you go to the help file that some engineer wrote and it's not English and I don't know what to make of it, but we think we've got it figured out. So if you're listening to this show on a podcast player, I want you to take a peek at this show's show page on stitchradio.com. And I want you to try a new podcast player and see if it's for you. Number one. Number two, these new podcast players are hooked up to the blockchain. If you like what I'm doing and you'd like to support it, you can send micropayments that you set. You have full control. Say, I'm going to give you 10 Satoshis per minute I listen. Every minute, these little micropayments will hit the blockchain. It'll eventually make its way to me after the system gets their cut. If you don't find value, you don't have to. If you find value, you can. So it's an option. It's up to you. You get to set the rules. Friday show is also going to be available on all your normal podcast players. However, we're going to heavily promote those podcast players that are accepting these new enclosures complying with RSS 2.0. So we would like you to give them a try. And again, whether you pay or don't pay, not the mission here. The mission is to learn and understand how podcasting and the blockchain are going to work together. It's quite the undertaking. Now, Monday through Thursday, we started a Substack. When I say we, Sitch Radio started a Substack about a month and a half ago. And we publish a monthly kind of newsletter. We're going to increase that frequency to probably one a week eventually. But Monday through Thursday's episodes of I'd Podcast That 2.0 will be available there for paid subscribers. So if you dig what we're doing on Friday and you want more, you can come over and support this show by subscribing to the Substack. And in addition to that, you're going to get a little more behind the scenes type articles for paid subscribers only, in addition to what we publish for everybody. So that's the skinny. New art. I'm wearing my hat backwards because it's 2.0. Joey rocks some good new music for us. We are only going to be focusing on Twitter and Instagram for social. There is a Facebook presence. However, Instagram and Twitter, you're going to see a lot more engagement from us. You're going to see a lot of content from us, all designed to help you implement these tips, tricks, and techniques into your show to improve upon it and or consider to implement if you are formulating a show right now. So you're going to get a podcast education over time, small bite-sized pieces. We're not here to overwhelm. We want to help you improve your show. So if you like what we're doing, subscribe, follow, rate, review. You know the drill. You hear it on every show. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram, and you'll see this show Friday, unless you're a subscriber. Then we'll be talking to you Monday. Till next week.